This is the Breakfast Leadership Podcast. Boundaries or burnout, you make the choice. Here's your host, Michael Levitt.
You're struggling with burnout. You know you want to make changes. You want to implement time. And you also want to go a little bit further. You want to prevent that it never happens again to you. Now, for many people, watching some online courses and reading some materials and participating in Facebook groups is good enough. But there's a select few of you that I know want something more because you know that you can't do this alone. You want to get past this once and for all. You want to see your kids face to face and not by looking at the pictures of them that you have on your desk. You're an executive. I know what that looks like. I know what that feels like. I was there. It's frustrating. You want to get your life back. You've rose through the ranks. You are at the top of your profession and you're miserable. And you're trying to figure out a way to make it different, but you're lost. You don't know what you want to do, although you do know that you don't want to do what you're continually doing. So I've launched the Breakfast Leadership From Burnout Mastermind group. It is a very small group because you need to keep these things small in order to properly address the needs of the group. In the show notes, you'll see a link if you're interested where you can apply to be a part of this. Part of this program will include monthly one-on-one calls, a group call that you can participate in, and I highly encourage you to do that. And also a retreat where we'll go out to San Diego. Hopefully it's not raining then. And you'll be able to spend time with other people that are going through challenges in a very safe environment. Because, quite frankly, when you're burned out and you're an executive, you're probably feeling a level of embarrassment. I know that feeling. I was there. It happened to me. And it doesn't have to be that way for you. Your organization needs a strong leader. You are a strong leader. Your family needs a strong leader. You are that person. It's just a case of figuring out what makes sense for you to do what you need to do and what you don't need to do. You're often just trying to figure out, how am I going to get all of this done? Here's the spoiler alert. You're not going to. So you need to pick the things that you can get done and work on those really well. So again, go in the show notes. You'll be able to see the information, or you can go to breakfastleadership.com/mastermind. And there's an info sheet there where you can fill it out. Until next time, be well.
Hey, it's Michael again. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. If you're like many people, you're dealing with some significant stress and possibly approaching burnout. I know how you feel. In 2009, my burnout led to a year of worst-case scenarios. I do not want that to happen to you. If you go to breakfastleadership.com, you can register for a free webinar on burnout prevention, as well as get a free checklist to have successful mornings. Start off each day the right way. Again, that's at breakfastleadership.com. Also, since you are a loyal podcast listener, I'm asking you to like, rate, and review my podcast on iTunes. I look at all the reviews and appreciate your comments, and it helps other potential listeners discover the content I have on the show. I appreciate you, and thanks again for listening.